Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Only on this program and on this channel, we'll bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secure. Welcome to another exciting and interesting edition of the program. Today, we'll be looking at security in Nigeria. Where are we going? It's something that every concerned and every well-meaning Nigerian and the whole world, because Nigeria is in the eye of the global village, and everybody's concerned about what is happening in Nigeria. And so we as citizens are also concerned, and that is why we'll be looking at this program today, looking at what is happening in terms of security. There seems to be mayhem in terms of kidnapping. There's been spate of kidnapping across the country, in the north, in the north central, northwest, south, southeast, and even some parts of southwest recorded some kidnappings, and this is quite troubling. Already we have a guest on the program who will be discussing with us via Zoom. And this is a man I respect so much because of his depth of knowledge in security, talking about Dennis Amakri, a retired but not tired deputy director, retired but not tired deputy director of Department for State Services. It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
Good afternoon, Patrick.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yes, I don't know where to start because this troubles is quite troubling because I know that most Nigerians now, when they are traveling, even in their homes, they have this fear. And we say anything that brings fear to the heart of any human being is insecurity. So what would you say is happening to Nigeria currently in concerning security?
Thank you for having me. Patrick, we've been talking about this over the years, about security in Nigeria. And I think the basic, the common indices of what is going on is that the government of the different governments, not only this one, the different governments have not given security the kind of, priority, the priority or the preference that should be given to security to, correct things. We do like fire brigade. Oh, it has happened again, we run down, we go and do it. They've kidnapped somebody, we run down, we go and pay ransom for the people, release them, we come back, we just make announcements, and then everybody goes back home. And then, of course, they come back again. So we keep on going round and round the same circles. And that is not the way to handle this thing. I think there should be, serious purpose of eliminating this, especially kidnapping in Nigeria.
Okay. Let me take specific instances now as we talk about kidnapping now. Just a few days ago, the sad news of the killing of the Sarki of Gubiu in Sokoto State. After he has been adopted, he was actually adopted with his son, and ransom was demanded, and the people couldn't meet up the ransom figure. They paid some part, his son was released, and the boy was killed. What would you say to that? And the man was killed, the emir himself.
Yes. Well, Patrick, maybe one thing we have to realize that many people don't realize that. See, we are always talking about Nigerian economy. We're talking of Nigerian economy, but one of the booming economies in Nigeria that we don't realize is kidnapping. It's kidnapping. It's one of the booming, one of the most lucrative business that is going on. And this business, by volume, it runs into billions of naira. So It is something that, like I said, if our government don't pay proper, honest attention to it, then it will continue because many people are involved. And it is going into a different dimension right now. And that dimension is what happened in Sokoto State, where an emir,
Emir.
was kidnapped. Well, they said he was a district head or something, but a very powerful, powerful traditional ruler, because the seat of Gobert is where the whole thing started. If you go back into history,
Yeah.
Gobert is where they have the Emir Yunfa, who was there, was running his business, and he was attacked by some Fulani people, and later they took over the area. So we are talking of Hausa Fulani, rivalry or controversy in that area. And we have to be very careful because that goes way back. And when government wants to solve this problem, I watch on TV, governor will come make statement, others will come and make statement, This is not just an ordinary statement problem. This is a problem that is going to take Nigeria by storm, and we need to address it. And it is happening not only in the Northwest, it's also Northwest. It's also happening in the Southeast.
Yeah.
It's happening in different areas of the country. And we have to face it in a unique way, not haphazardly.
Okay. There's an angle to that story, even though yet not confirmed, because the son of the Sarki is accusing, saying that one of the bandits confessed, or the bandits confessed to them that they were actually being sent by a serving honorable member in the Sokoto State House of Assembly who paid them 5 million naira and gave them arms and all that. Why would, if it's true, why would such a government official get involved in this?
Patrick, you have to realize that this particular national security threat we're talking about involves a lot of people, government officials, legislators, state governors, all kinds of top people. Like I said, the economy, that's the financial side of it, is very lucrative. And then, of course, the political side of it is also very, very important, where a lot of people are making their mark, or even taking revenge on other kinds of things, So, yes, government officials will be involved because they are the ones that get involved. Look at the kidnappers. When you arrest some of them, look at them. This is a man who has just taken about 100 million naira.
Yeah.
100 million naira. These days, we just mention it as if it's just
just chicken change.
Yeah, take and go buy akara or something like that. No, 100 million naira, a lot of money. Now the people, wow, these people that just took 100 million naira, look at them. They cannot even change the clothes they are wearing.
Exactly.
They cannot even change it. So where is the money? Where is the money? The money must have gone to some other people.
That's true.
Who are the godfathers, who sent them, who bought the AK-47 for them. And the AK-47, you know how much AK-47 is costing? 500 to 700,000 naira for one. So these guys cannot afford it. Somebody is buying it for them. And when they do all the jobs, they go back and make their returns to these people that sent them. So, and this is what government officials have to, like I said, we are not serious about solving this kidnapping problem. Because if we are, number one, we should have a kidnapping, policy in Nigeria, which can be very effective. But nothing. People just do it and go away free. Sometimes they even arrest. How many people have we, you know, it has become a big problem in the country, but how many kidnappers have been
Jailed.
jailed, prosecuted and jailed? I
Exactly.
mean, real kidnappers,
Yeah, it's true.
like at the level of Evans.
Yes.
All these
How
small,
many?
small ones that, you know, those are not the ones.
Mm. In fact, you just raised a lot of issues that will take us, I must say, hours of discussion. Now, there's again, some will say it's a cheering news. Some will say proper investigation needs to be taken or done concerning the yesterday sudden release or rescue of the 20 medical students that were adopted in Benue State. The news, the cheering news is that they have been released and they are rescued anyway. So the statement is just not so clear whether it's released or whether the first statement says released, and which means something must have gone underground, but some say they were rescued by the security forces. Uh, what would you say to this? I'm sure you are happy that at least they are out of the camp of these their kidnappers. But talking about why should why are people paying ransom? Is it enabling this business of kidnapping, or what do you think? What do you think should be the policy?
That is what we have been talking about, you know. That's what we've been talking about. There is no kidnapping policy in Nigeria because, like in the United States here, there is zero tolerance to payment of ransom. You know, the government will never pay. They will never pay. If they will even pay, it has to be through the back door that the majority of the public will not think that they did. That means they can go through third parties and stuff like that, you know. But in Nigeria, I think the government is eager, you know, because I'll tell you what, school children have been taken. 200 of them, or more than 200, have been taken. Everybody is crying. Parents are crying. Everybody is crying. Then you have government officials will come. Governor will go there, go to the school. You know, the school is supposed to have a safe school initiative program, but that does not exist.
At all.
You look at the school, it's bare. You know, it's bare. And they go in there, they just make political statements, and we are going to get them back. We are going to get. How are you so sure? You know, is somebody telling you, you know, go to court? When you go to court, we'll solve it there. You cannot have the confidence to tell me to go to court, you know, if you don't think the court is going to,
In
you
favor
know,
you.
be positive to you. Yes. So they'll say, we are going to get them. We are going to, how do you know you're going to get them? Do you know the people who kidnap them? And true, in about a week or so, you see the children being released. And when they are released, you see them wearing brand new uniforms. You know, people are not stupid, you know, because you see that all this is just an arranged show, you know, and it will never happen again. It will never happen again, and this and that, and everybody go home and everybody relax. They give some money to the kids and everything, and after a month or two, another one happens again. Then we continue the circle. You know, we are not serious.
Okay.
Because if we are serious, we are going to have a kidnap policy, zero tolerance to kidnap ransom payment. And then if anybody is kidnapped, there is technology available to track these people.
So
You know,
government should rather channel this money they use in paying ransom to getting these
give it to
technologies
the
and
security
training.
agencies. Give it to the security agencies. They know what to do. You
Exactly.
know, they will track them and then go there and rescue them,
Okay.
not release.
All right.
Release is arrangement, right? We
Exactly.
are talking of rescue now.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Ufa, we're always very glad to talk with you, and your contribution is well noted. Thank you so much, sir, and do have a nice day.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you so much, viewers. If you're watching us, you can hear what our guests have just said. You know, Nigerian government must have a kidnapping policy. This is how we can get away from this what they call the most lucrative business in Nigeria today, because it's a low risk and high yield business, and so people believe that they can kidnap some few people or even one person, and you'll be paid 1 billion naira or 100 million naira as it were. Anyway, but we believe that the government must do the needful, provide the necessary surveillance equipment, and equip the security forces with trainings and the know-how so that they can do the needful. Yes, let's take a little break now, and we'll come back and continue with the program. Welcome back. Yes, you saw there on the screen the call for nominations for the 18th Africa Security Watch Awards, and awards that will be taking place later this year, 2024, in Doha, Qatar. It promises to be an exciting event, so please do make use of the channels to nominate those you believe had done relatively well. We know we're in the middle of what we can call crisis, but some people had done some relative good, and that we can appreciate them as a way to motivate and encourage other people to put in their efforts and to say thank you to those who have done their best in midst of the challenges we are having. Some have actually excelled, and that is those we are looking for. So feel free to send in your nominations, and I promise you you'll be glad you did. Yes, let's continue with the program with the report on the Chief of Army Staff commissioning of some projects at the Guards Brigade in Abuja here. The report is put together by Shuli Daniels.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, has commended the Commander Guards Brigade, Brigadier General Adebisi Onasoya, for the laudable projects carried out by the brigade. The Chief of Army Staff gave this commendation while commissioning several projects at the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade, Agui-Ironsi Cantonment in Abuja.
I want to still appreciate the Commander Guards Brigade and his team for the series of projects embarked upon that have just been commissioned by me today. As part of my appreciation to the Guards Brigade Commander and his team, I want to greatly applaud their commitment to troops' welfare, which can be seen through the kind of projects undertaken and the quality of delivery. I also want to applaud the commander for his environmental awareness, because it will have put the brigade in bad light for the PHDL to have a beautiful edifice to the right, and the Department of Army Logistics upgrading accommodation to the left, and the gas brigade stable and the QRF accommodation will be left in a state of disrepair. So to that extent, I applaud the commander and his team. And having commissioned this project, I still want to enjoin you that you do not rest on your horse. The maintenance of these facilities, as little as the provision of water to the troops that will occupy this accommodation, is key to keeping it functional. So I want to enjoin you that you continue to keep these infrastructural projects functional by investing in them. And as my parting shot, I want to still applaud you for taking time to paint the fence of the gas brigade, the headquarters gas brigade. At least now it is somewhat aligned with that of the Niger barracks. But my charge is that you complete the painting up to the Niger barracks. And then, as part of the Army headquarters contribution, you continue with that painting with the WU Basi extension, linking up to the back phase of the headquarters Naik and to the Army War College fence. Paint it in white, do all this, forward the bill to the Army headquarters, will pick the bill, and the Army headquarters will continue to support the gas brigade in its immense contribution to uplifting the troops' welfare and the onerous task of providing security for Mr. President and the VIP that reside in Abuja. So well done, and keep the flag flying high.
In his remarks, the Commander Gas Brigade noted that the projects are in line with the Chief of Army Staff philosophy.
Our joy this morning goes beyond your presence to commission the projects, as it transcends to giving us an opportunity to thank you for your care for Gas Brigade. So since you took over as the Chief of Army Staff, you have delivered several projects that have impacted positively on the lives of the troops of Gas Brigade. So you initiated and completed water projects in Lungi Barracks, Mambila Barracks, and Shitolau Barracks, Kefi. This addressed the perennial water challenge that has bedeviled the barracks communities. Also, sir, you went into massive building constructions in Shitolau Barracks, Kefi, in 176 Gas Battalion, Gwagwalada, 102 Gas Battalion, Suleja, Lungi Barracks, Wubasi Barracks, Mambila Barracks. So I make bold to say that before this project, we had several of our soldiers that were living outside the barracks. And today, sir, all Gas Brigade soldiers have moved into the barracks, and we have none. The most prevalent of such issue was in Suleja, and as I speak today, sir, all our soldiers have moved into the barracks. And so, in line with the leadership qualities which you have set before us, and as well as your command philosophy, I took it upon myself to go into some projects within our little means, sir. These projects include the auditorium, which are about to commission, the Kotagard, as well as the accommodation for our Quick Response Force. We hereby commission the newly constructed
and the upgraded gas brigade table, the accommodation for the quick response team of the gas brigade, and other infrastructural facilities put up within this vicinity this day, the 21st of August 2024, to the glory of God and the benefit of mankind.
Delivering his vote of thanks, the Brigade Chief of Staff, Colonel Abdurrahman Bello, thanked the Army Chief for his unwavering commitment towards the brigade and noted how far the projects will help in their professional effectiveness.
We are proud to have these facilities, which will not only improve our operational and administrative efficiency, but also serve as a testament to your legacy and commitment to the welfare of troops. We express our heartfelt gratitude for your untiring support and guidance. Your presence here today is a clear demonstration of your dedication to the well-being and achievement of Guards Brigade. We officers and soldiers of Guards Brigade are proud to serve under your command, and we will continue to work and serve in line with your command philosophy. May I, on this note, and on behalf of officers and men, as well as the entire Guards Brigade community, thank the Chief of Army Staff for taking time out of his busy schedule to commission these laudable projects today. It is our fervent wish for the Chief of Army Staff to continue to support the brigade in a higher or similar capacity.
The project commission include the remodeled equipped ultra-modern auditorium named after the Chief of Army Staff, standby accommodation for Quick Response Force for over 250 personnel, 5 officers' accommodation, as well as newly remodeled brigade horses stable. Shirley Daniels, Security Watch Africa.
Thank you, and that is all we can take on this edition of the program. If you have enjoyed watching us, join us again next week when we'll bring another exciting edition. But during the week, the Nigerian Army will be having the COAS conference in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Until next week, bye for now.